WWE has fixed their Liv Morgan mistake. We're going to be looking at Karrion Kross's epic promo. There's an interesting development with John Cena. And did you hear what Paul Heyman said? All that more in today's video. At WrestleMania 41, WWE thought, hey, let's have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez not face Lyra Valkyria and Bayley. Instead, let's take out Bayley in an injury angle, only to have her replacement be up in the air going into WrestleMania Sunday. Now, that ended up being Becky Lynch, an angle in which did not need to take place. You could have done 1,000 different things differently. Most people would agree with that because Bayley, she had worked all year. She earned a spot at WrestleMania. But no, they went to a different direction, and they had Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez drop the women's tag team titles seemingly for no reason. Then, the next night on Monday Night Raw, WWE goes, you know what? We made a mistake. Let's put the titles back on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, let's be real. They probably didn't think to themselves, hey, let's fix our mistakes. It was a long-term storyline idea. So Monday Night Raw, we get a rematch. We get Liv, we get Raquel, challenging this time for Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria's Women's Tag Team Championships. In that match, Lyra gets hit by the Oblivion, sells it amazingly. 1, 2, 3, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez become the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Okay, after the match, Becky Lynch, she turns heel. She lays out Lyra, she lays out Lyra, and now she's a heel. So now we go with Becky Lynch and Lyra for the Women's IC title. All right, they're back. And then we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez back as Women's Tag Team Champions. The reason that I say that WWE fixed their mistake with Liv Morgan is this. You really did not need to take the tag team titles off of Liv and Raquel. They had done very well together. No reason to take the titles off of them. And now we are back to step one, back to where we need to be, because Liv Morgan had an outstanding 2024, and now she's going to have an outstanding 2025, while also helping Raquel Rodriguez learn how to work, learn how to do her character, and get over even more. It's a pairing that just works. Them as the tag team champions, there's really not another tag team out there that I think have earned the right to hold the tag team titles. So it's a win-win for everyone. And the fact that Liv and Raquel are tag team champions again at least shows us, hey, WWE realizes, no, we have something special with these two. We have something special with them as our tag team champions. And that is why I praise WWE. Even though I don't agree with the direction that they took, at least we got back on track. And at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. And that's what I have to keep in mind going forward. Did y'all hear the Karrion Kross promo? It was outstanding. So after WrestleMania, in which he got involved, he cut an amazing shoot work promo. He got involved in the AJ Styles Logan Paul match at WrestleMania. Okay, a match that was not very good. It was really a letdown. Lackluster, did not meet expectations. He tried to get involved because he's been paired with AJ Styles on television, trying to convince AJ to do things his way in order to get his career back on track. And he tried to offer AJ Styles brass knuckles to get the advantage and ultimately pick up the win over Logan Paul. Now, AJ Styles said, no, I don't want to do that, and he ultimately lost. Now, after the show, Kross cut this amazing promo talking about his frustrations with his booking, talking about his frustrations with being left off WrestleMania, his frustrations with Alan, aka AJ, okay? Alan Jones, right? So he cuts this amazing promo, and it makes people realize, oh, yeah, this guy can talk. Because, like, if you go in Karrion Kross's career timeline, really good TNA run, an amazing NXT run, and then his first run on the main roster really fizzled out. WWE, Vince McMahon, they did not do him any favors with their booking. But he comes back to WWE. He's initially pushed strong, and then he kind of fades to the background. He's a decent worker, but he's an amazing promo. And yes, I say amazing. And I think this promo shows that. it shows you, hey, this guy has potential. Hey, this guy can be someone if given the opportunity. So keep that in mind when we're talking about Karrion Kross. Keep that in mind when we look at his career. And I think that WWE fans will appreciate what Karrion Kross brings to the table if you look at what it's worth on face value. Well, we know who John Cena is going to be feuding with going forward. That man is a very familiar face. So John Cena goes out there, he beats Cody Rhodes. Night 2, WrestleMania, the main event, Travis Scott, the whole dramatic, really bad ending to a really, really bad match. It was a really bad match. And so Monday Night Raw happens, and John Cena comes out there and he cuts a promo. He talks about how there's no one has the stones or the ruthless aggression to step up and take his WWE Championship. And that while he initially announced that he would have 36 dates with WWE in 2025 before wrapping up his amazing career in December, now he only has 27 dates left. But instead of saying, hey, I have 27 matches, he made it very clear that they are appearances only. And he raised up the WWE Championship, and there's a close-up of his face. And then all of a sudden we have Randy Orton appear from behind him. And it's a very interesting shot. And then all of a sudden, Cena turns around, says, oh, and then gets hit with an RKO. Now, both guys are advertised for WWE Backlash on May 10th in St. Louis, Missouri. This is notable. Not only is St. Louis Randy Orton's hometown, but clearly, especially after this angle, they are setting up Randy Orton versus John Cena as the main event. Now, I've seen concern among fans coming out of the show regarding that upcoming match. I do not blame you. I'm a little concerned as well. These guys back in the day, they put on in-ring psychology worthy matches that were good, but the matches themselves were not the greatest. I'm afraid nearly two decades later, two guys that are out of their prime, going in there and trying to work, it could be a problem. So just keep that in mind. But either way, we're at least going to go back to like 2009 and go through our childhoods potentially. Okay, if you did not catch this, Paul Heyman was in the headlines on Monday. So he had an interesting exchange on the Pat McAfee show between himself and Michael Cole that reached a boiling point. This stems from the events at WrestleMania 41 where Heyman shockingly aligned with Seth Rollins, betraying Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Now, Michael Cole questioned Heyman's motives and loyalty by stating, I want to know how much Seth Rollins paid you to pull off what you did on Saturday night. Heyman responded, didn't hold back. He said about $1 less than Vince used to pay you to be JR's lackey. I'm sorry, were you going to the lowest bidder back then? Never saw you jump to WCW or going down to Jacksonville anytime soon. That got people talking. He then made a reference to Shannon Sharp, who is dealing with a lawsuit right now. That because Michael Cole was mocking like Heyman's reputation, and it wasn't a very good look. He also made a deporting joke, which I did not like. It is what it is. Heyman is Heyman, and we all get through it, I guess.